10 most rare borders in the world. Number 1. Baarel-Nassau-Baarel Hertog border. The Baarel-Nassau is located in the Netherlands, and it shares a border with Baarel Hertog. Baarel Hertog is made up of 26 pieces of separated land, and it's surrounded by Baarel-Nassau. The border is so complicated that there are houses that are half on one side of the border and half on the other. All around the areas have very strange borders. The border in the photo shows a restaurant area in the Netherlands side of the border and nothing on the Belgium side. This area earns its spot as one of the 10 rare borders in the world. Number 2. Mount Everest. Mount Everest is not only the highest mountain in the world, it is also the highest border area in the world. The border of Nepal and the border of China run directly across the middle of the mountain. This includes the highest peak of the mountain. According to official borders, the mountain is part of both China and Nepal. Number 3. Derby Line, Vermont. This is a very strange border that separates two different countries. The town of Derby Line actually straddles the United States and the Canada border. It passes right through the town and even through certain homes and buildings. In some homes, a family prepares their meals in the United States and they eat in Canada. The Haskell Free Library and Opera House was intentionally built on the border. If you're performing at the Opera House, you are in Canada. If you're watching the show, you are in the United States. This building even has 2 mailing addresses, one in the United States and one in Canada. Number 4. The Four Corners Monument. We're adding it because it's really interesting. This is the only place in the United States where 4 states merge at one point. When you visit the monument, you can literally jump from Utah to Colorado to New Mexico to Arizona and then back to Utah again. Because the borders are so close in this area, there are no telephones, electricity, or running water in the area. There are also very few stores and gas stations within a 30-mile radius of the monument. Number 5. The Korean Demilitarized Zone. The Korean DMZ is a strip of land that's about 160 miles long. It is the area that divides South Korea and North Korea. It's also the most militarized border in the world. Because it is so heavily guarded, nobody ever goes in that area. The fact that nobody ever crosses, it created a nature preserve, which is home to many endangered species. This area is not a formal border because the two nations are still at war and they haven't been able to agree upon a technical border. A ceasefire was declared in 1953, but a peace treaty. Number 6. Bristol, Virginia, Bristol, Tennessee. Both Virginia and Tennessee have a town called Bristol. What makes these two towns so strange is that Bristol, Virginia is right across the street from Bristol, Tennessee. They even share a downtown district. Whenever there's an annual festival downtown, both states pitch in. If you want to leave Virginia and visit Tennessee, all you need to do is cross the street. Number 7. The Diomedes. The Diomedes are 2 islands in the Bering Strait. On Little Diomede is the American city of Diomede, with a population of just 146. Big Diomede belongs to Russia, and nobody lives there. The islands are only 2.5 miles apart, and they're separated by the International Date Line, which acts as the border between Russia and the United States. This border is especially rare because if you're on Little Diomede at 9 a.m. on Saturday, it would be 6 a.m. on Sunday on Big Diomede. You can actually look into the future if you have a telescope or a high-powered pair of binoculars. Number 8. The District of Columbia. The District of Columbia has very strange borders. Originally, it was in the shape of a large diamond that was carved out of Maryland and Virginia. Later, the portion taken from Virginia was returned to the state. Because of the size and shape of the area, the border has strange features. To create a border, 100 stones were placed around the area. Today, other than a few missing stones, the border still exists. The border is unique in other ways as well. If you're walking on a sidewalk on Eastern Avenue on the north side of the street, you are in Maryland. The street itself is located in the District of Columbia. The stores located on one side of the street have a Maryland area code, and the stores on the other side have a District of Columbia area code. Number 9. Tumen River. The Tumen River is located in northeastern Asia. This is a very strange border because if you start off walking in North Korea, You could walk about a half-mile and have passed through China and right into Russia. Considering the safety issues, you probably don't want to attempt this, though. Because this has been a common area for North Koreans to defect, it's now patrolled heavily by North Korean soldiers. Number 10. The Spain-Morocco border. Ceuta is a small autonomous city in Spain. It's located on the east coast of North Africa, and it is surrounded by Morocco. Morocco claims Ceuta along with the city of Melilla. As a result, Spain built a fence that is close to 10 feet tall, and it's topped with barbed wire. Subscribe for more!